Case interview frameworks can be the reason you pass or fail your case interviews. Without knowing what makes a strong framework, you'll be going into your interviews completely blind. So it's critical that you have an understanding of what frameworks are. The best thing that you can do is to create your own frameworks from scratch, which is a skill that we teach all our clients here at my consulting offer. But if you're just starting off and learning how to build cases and frameworks, I want to share with you 4 important frameworks that consultants use to give you a starting point. Hi, my name is Davis Nguyen, and I'm the founder of my consulting offer. Our company helps people from all types of backgrounds land their dream jobs at top consulting firms. If you're joining us for the first time today, click subscribe and you'll get new videos on landing your dream offer as soon as they land. Going into your case interview can be a scary situation. I remember personally how it felt going to my first case practices before my case interview with Bain and wondering, where do I even start? If I was asked how to improve a profitability for a client, where should I even start? Do I look at the cost, the pricing, the customer, the product? There were just so many things that I didn't know when I first started preparing for my consulting interviews. And a few years after landing my dream job at Bain and working at Bain and then leaving Bain, I started my consulting offer where my team of former Bain, BCG, and McKinsey managers, recruiters, and consultants helped over 500 people just like you land their dream offers. One of the reasons we have achieved this is by arming our clients with the case interview frameworks and teaching them how to create their own frameworks from scratch. But before you can create your own frameworks, you need to know what case interview frameworks are. And the best way to do that is by looking at specific frameworks that are used in consulting. Today, we'll look at 4 specific frameworks. And if you stay until the end, you'll learn and understand what these 4 are, when to use them, and how to use them. Before we dive into what these 4 specific frameworks are, I want to first briefly discuss what these frameworks are and why they're important. A case interview framework is a structured way of thinking about a problem. It breaks down the problem into key issues that need to be analyzed in order to get to a solution. Frameworks are important for consulting interviewers. They want to hire people who have strong, structured problem-solving capabilities. You need this to be a successful consultant. So you'll need to come up with specific solutions to a client's business problems, rather than giving a generic solution that you would find in a business school textbook. The easiest way to demonstrate your structured problem-solving is by using a case interview framework. Okay, so now you know what case frameworks are and why they're important. Let's look at 4 popular frameworks that consultants use so that you can get a basis for how to build your own frameworks. First, we have the BCG 2x2 matrix. As the name implies, BCG was the firm to popularize this framework, which is used to help a business assess which of its segments and opportunities are attractive and which ones are not. This is helpful to see whether a business should be investing in a certain business unit or not, or even selling parts of its business off. The 2x2 name is used because it categorizes each segment into 2 factors. The first factor is market growth. The second is market share relative to the competition. This categorization puts each business segment into one of 4 buckets. The first buckets are known as the stars. A segment that is high growth and high market share is typically very profitable. These segments should get more investment so they can continue to grow. The second bucket are cows. These are business segments with low growth but high market share. These are typically profitable and don't require as much investment as a star. If so, profits from this segment should be invested in other higher growth business segments. Hence, you might also refer to this bucket as cash cows because they produce cash that you can use to invest in other segments. The third bucket are dogs, a segment with low growth and low market share. Dogs are often not profitable. A business should consider divesting from these segments to create more cash to invest in more profitable areas. The final bucket are question marks, a segment with high growth but low market share. These segments are frequently not profitable and require further study. You need to consider if more investment in this area will allow this segment to become a star, or if this area is more likely to become a dog over time. If you're given a case that asks you to choose between investing in different parts of a client's business, this framework can help you choose between which one has the most promise. Our second case prep framework is a SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It can help a company to decide how to best enter a new market or improve their position in an existing market by capitalizing on their strengths and minimizing their weaknesses. Similar to the BCG 2x2 matrix, the SWOT analysis also has a 2x2 structure. It breaks a business down into the following factors: internal or external. Are they something that a company has control over or not? Helpful or harmful? This categorization puts each factor affecting the business into one of 4 buckets. First are strengths. Strengths are what are inside the business and helps the business achieve their business objectives over time. An example of this would be a world-class engineering capability. Second are weaknesses, which are something that is inside of a business and is harmful. This may mean a business will have to take a certain action to address these weaknesses. An example would be weak brand awareness. This weakness could be overcome with a strong marketing campaign. The third bucket is opportunities, which are things that are outside the company but has the opportunity to help the company improve its revenue as well as its profits. A good example of this would be a competitor that is experiencing quality complaints from their customers. This opportunity could be leveraged by creating a marketing campaign that highlights the higher quality of our company's products. The final category and bucket are threats. This is something that is outside of the company and is negative and harmful to the company, and the company should focus on overcoming this. A good example of this would be new market regulations that the government imposes. In short, a SWOT analysis is a framework that can be used to identify areas where a company can take advantage of opportunities, strengths, and minimize their threats and weaknesses. The next example I want to share with you is the 3 C's framework. The 3 C's framework helps businesses develop their competitive strategy. The 3 key factors here are the following. The first C is customer. Who is the customer avatar? What do they want in your product or services? What customer segment exists in the marketplace? And then what does each segment look like in terms of growth, price sensitivity, and other factors? The second C is company. This is when consultants will go in and ask the company about their current products, their services, how are they different from their competition, what's the company's current market share, and what's the company's growth rate? Does the company have the internal capabilities to create an advantage? If so, what is that advantage? The final C is competitors. So when a consultant goes into a business, they'll look at the competitors' products and services that are already in the market and see how our products compare. This includes current products and services, but also substitutes for the company's products. What internal capabilities do competitors have that would give them an advantage relative to the company's products? Are there big barriers to entry for new competition, or is it really easy for new competitors to enter our market? The more a company understands the 3 C's, the better they can develop products and services their customers love and create barriers to prevent competitors from coming in and duplicating their products and services. The fourth framework that we'll look at today is the 4 P's marketing framework. The 4 P's is a popular framework that is used to help differentiate a product or service from its competitors. The 4 P's are product, price, promotion, and placement. When it comes to product, a company must be clear in defining what they are offering to customers. What sets the company's products and services apart from its competitors? Second are prices. Prices can vary significantly for what a customer is prepared to pay for a product or service. What's more, price can obviously have a dramatic impact on revenue and a company's profitability. A company can only command a high price if they have quality and/or particular product specs that set them apart from competitors. The third P refers to promotions, which exist to try to get customers to purchase a particular product or service by making customers more aware of the product and showing off how the product or service compares more favorably to their competitors. This could be achieved through marketing and advertisements, whether online like social media or email marketing, or offline like buying a trade show. The fourth P is placement. Customers need to be able to figure out where to purchase the product or service. The goal of placement is to make the product or service easy for the customer to buy, whether in person at a store or online. The 4 P's framework is good to use in cases that involve introducing new products to a market or how to improve the competitive position of an existing product. So what's the best framework to use? So here we've discussed 4 frameworks, but there's so many other ones. So how do you know which framework is the best to use in any given case? The best frameworks to use isn't one that you copied straight from any of these. It's best to understand what these frameworks are so that you know the type of issues that will come up in a case interview, but you need to be able to make up your own framework from scratch. This shows your interviewer that you can structure problems on your own, tailoring the frameworks to the business problem at hand and helping the particular client with their specific problems. Okay, so now we've gone through 4 popular frameworks, and you might be wondering about particular examples of case interview questions that you can use to start practicing. Don't worry, I'm already one step ahead of you. I have a video coming up that exactly outlines this topic. So if you're just starting off with casing or writing frameworks, you'll see how to exactly put these frameworks into practice. Before I go though, if you're struggling to land an offer and want a more personalized approach to crafting your resume, your cover letter, and your case interview prep, then my team and I are here to help you. We're a team of former Bain, BCG, and McKinsey recruiters, managers, and consultants. You can actually click the link below to schedule a free 30-minute consultation so we can share with you more about our proven process that's helped more than 500 people just like you land offers. And this method has an 85% success rate to date. It's achieved results just like this.
I hadn't really done a case interview.
I needed help with resume and cover letter building.
I didn't have an amazing GPA, and I came from like a non-target school.
Coming from the oil and gas industry,
I have no real working experience so far.
I actually got
rejected from BCG.
Thank God my sister introduced me to Davis.
You guys took my resume from here all the way up here.
There's just so much guidance and support from the coaches and also the community.
It really worked out, and I crushed that interview.
Yep, I got the offer.
So happy and grateful, and I want to say thank you to you 1,000 times if I could.
The best part? We've helped clients land offers from all types of backgrounds, including clients who didn't have high GPAs, didn't have a business background, didn't go to a target school, or felt like they were starting late. So if you're interested in learning more about our proven process, click the link below to schedule your free strategy session. We're excited to meet you.